early seeds in pool play. But it's worth noting because so far in every match, oh my goodness. Never mind. Let's all take a brief moment. We can talk more about it later because Zen is hitting a nasty clip to start this game. Going to show that the qualification was a great example of what was to come. Now, that would mean Mawkzy needs to beat Zen in this matchup for that to happen. Last time they matched up, I'd try and play into that still. Didn't try and shoot near post. Tried to put it behind Mawkzy. Zen should be able to get a goal here. Mawkzy not controlling this ball like he wanted to. As he was looking to grab midfield boost, he was hoping that Zen is leaving. And he drops the ball immediately. I wonder if that's because he was expecting a challenge. Normally you want to see Mawkzy get those carries. And Zen has the back corner boost and the ball to work with. Full field dribble aimed at that right post the whole way. And ends up shooting it right there. Not a lot of lateral movement, but a late pop means Mawkzy. Zen looking to dominate early. Mawkzy wants redemption for sure. If there's anybody, even those that really were not in the realm, everybody felt they could do it and wanted to get their chance at it, but Zen, kickoff win, wall to air dribble. Mawkzy just makes it easy on Zen. Mawkzy challenging and preventing Mawkzy from ever getting control. And what is Mawkzy's going to slam it right away? I mean, maybe because I just happened to be talking about it. He does only have 50 seconds. But Mawkzy's so good once he can control it. He finally demoed and has space. Kickoff wins. Doesn't seem to have the first. By 3, I mean 4. He needs 4 straight kickoff wins. And now he needs 5. Zen takes game number 1, 8-3. It cuts out right in between. So all he has to do is power it back up. We are back into the game. Will it affect Zen's momentum? Normally a good counter to a standard kickoff, but Zen, who went standard, actually in a decent position here. Mawkzy gets the demo and converts the goal. Mawkzy here to challenge this flick before it gets anything going. Delayed kickoff again from Zen. We see him incorporating that a lot more than just crucial overtimes. He takes an air dribble into, as he might have been able to tap that over the top of Zen and much more on target, but he felt, I have to be so fast. To be sure that I can beat Zen, I have to be quick. What a save from Mawkzy. Zen had gone up the sidewall and off the ceiling, and then he actually found himself another goal. Zen turned in and tried to demo and take the ball away. Line 50 gets a boost steal. Mawkzy is the first time getting to his spot, and there's the flick. And this is why Zen has been challenging him so much. He didn't want to let him get to the signature Mawkzy flick, but if this isn't it, I don't know what is. Zen, super obvious delay kickoff this time around. Mawkzy reads that, demos, and scores. Zen taking advantage of Mawkzy being a bit greedy. Wave dash for another kickoff win. This time, fakes the flick. Zen is able to cut it off early, but then gets bumped. Mawkzy just got enough. And that's because he's expecting Mawkzy to actually execute the flick, and instead Mawkzy took it to the ground. Another kickoff win. And one easy way to do that against Mawkzy's favorite kickoff is the delay, which does not win the race to the midfield boost. Mawkzy, though, the ball is on the blue half, so he has to corral it, but he gets to his flick, and he slams it in the left side of the net. Zen fought for the midfield boost. He did not. This time, Mawkzy punishes, going with set up his counterattack. Mawkzy has possession now and boost, but I'm not sure what he was hoping for. It's really hard to get, instead of trying to rush it directly into the net, but Mawkzy's got himself another goal. GG, says Zen. 10-5. Mawkzy wins this one. We're going to skip the replay, just end it for him. 1-1. Zen and Mawkzy going toe-to-toe. Portion of them. Mawkzy won a ton in the row to get a huge lead, and then even though Zen cleaned it up a little bit late, at that point, it was too late. Zen has hopped into the plaid Fennec. This one actually, I like this one. I remember his previous plaid Fennec wasn't the same colors. Mawkzy, in an attempt to collect the ball, gets it dunked right off the top of him, and it'll be good to the Mawkzy shot. Zen missed the 100 boost. He absolutely needed that. No question. Has to turn around and take a trip back to it. Mawkzy surprises him as he moves out to the midfield. Might all come down to having to take a slight detour back to the boost, and then Zen flick into the crossbar. Follow up just wide of the post. The third one will finally go in. Able to get out of the repetitive sequence. But since when is it a good idea to into the ball? Zen missing a first touch again. In this corner, he has not been his usual self. And this time, it turns into another goal. We saw him miss the boost. This time he misses the setup, allows for Mawkzy to come in, close the distance, and now he's... Zen, bump off the kickoff, has the read off the crossbar. Zen, soft flick. I was going to say trying to bump Mawkzy, but it's not a bump, it's a demo. Collecting the ball as it bounces off the post. Gets to his favorite position. Has Zen on the ropes now. Zen tried to pre-jump his dribble, could not make it back. Even though Zen was able to make the first save, it still left him in net. Zen, bounce dribble. Oh my goodness. You could attack the entirety of the net when you set up a dribble like this. He could have hooked it back on the far post, but instead he slams it off the near post. It was going to have a lot more on it. Oh, this pre-flip for another kickoff goal. Not an easy angle to work with when you have Mawkzy chasing you down from behind. Zen single jump delays. Barely able to send this one to the ceiling. Now on the wrong side of the ball. Zen trying to chase him down to bump him. Mawkzy finally misses, and Zen's able to get another. It's always a dangerous position for him. Mawkzy able to get his own back corner, though. He'll take the ball down to the ground. Zen's not going to let you do that. In a best of 5, 1 game away from winning the ranked Royale. He's out of the plaid and into a bluster bar. Happens many times. You can make the decision not to try and race. Instead, go back to your corner or maybe just play on the ball. And those could lead to maybe slightly easier to handle positions, but when Zen has space, he does stuff totally like this to you. So commit on this take, though. Without any boost, it's not likely that he's going to be able to score, even if he does use a flick. And then he's not. Thank you for the 500-bit smash sack. Especially against a guy like Mawkzy once he has the ball on top of his car. Mawkzy grabs the corner boost, has a win, should be able to put this in for a goal. So 4-1 first to the boost. Ended up accidentally launching himself in the net. Mawkzy decides not to shoot right away. Instead, a delay. Try and see if he could put it behind Zen as he preps in net. Stopped moving again. Stop scaring me like that. Zen had a power outage earlier that had a delay between games 1 and 2. Mawkzy is finally able to score. Zen had a few different saves. Zen demos Mawkzy to make the backboard. Has to use a ton of boost to catch back up to it, but he actually perfectly collects it. Not able to dunk this play off Mawkzy, though. Zen recovers into the orange half, and there is the signature flick. Mawkzy always aiming for that left side of the net. Zen decides to half flip off the ball and save. Now a wall air dribble of his own. Mawkzy in net with 100, but it doesn't matter. Zen takes the reset down to the ground. Mawkzy tried to chase him up the wall there slightly, which means he gets to net just a bit later. This time, Zen has the save on Mawkzy's flick. Air dribble, musty! Even Mawkzy has to throw the nice one. Zen in the zone late. Under a minute to go. Puts himself up 3. Zen quickly with the ball. Steals the back corner boost. Mawkzy, though, might have gotten a good enough bump that He can long shot this. Has been mixing up a lot. Will he delay again? He does. Mawkzy, though, doesn't go to the kickoff at all because he's expecting that, and he shoots an immediate shot. This is a great read from Mawkzy of how the game has been going. Zen had started to rely on that delay. Now at 0 seconds. Zen with 47 boost and anywhere to hit it on the ground, and he could win. Mawkzy actually keeps this up. I'm surprised Zen used his flip. Mawkzy doesn't grab boost, but he has 60 to work with. He's in his spot. Zen dunks the ball off of him and wins the ranked Royale with a 3-1 over Mawkzy.